Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman, illustrated by, artwork by, there we go, by Katrina Sokolova. At some point it comes around. Websites torihartman.com and watkinspublishing.com. There we go. Supportive Oracle cards. Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish. No website that I saw on this one. Seems like there should be. It's probably right in front of my face and I just don't see it, but I didn't find one. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Okay, time to make choices. I don't see any problem with that. Okay, what is this? This is your... Ooh, Ace of Swords. Opportunity is coming your way. Somebody doesn't want you to take it, though. Yet you got to do what's right for you. There's opportunity right here, but you have to go against the grain to get it. For some of you, I almost feel like maybe you're in a relationship, and the opportunity you have to go for, the person you're with doesn't like you doing this. Or something about they don't want you to upset the apple cart or something like that. That's for, I don't know, whoever that's for. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt. For others of you, this opportunity, it's somebody else doesn't like this opportunity for you. Could be a family thing, could be a work thing. Something definitely good for you, though. And it's kind of like, I feel like it's shocking you that somebody's saying, don't do that. No, that's not really for you, Sagittarius. Don't do that. And at first I'm kind of like, oh, well, maybe they know what they're talking about. Maybe it's not for me. But you want it. This is the challenge card in the environment. Sometimes this can be a manipulator card. It depends what it's coming in with, how the energy is feeling. Somebody wants to control what you're doing, and they don't like you changing gears or going a different direction. They're having an issue. They feel like you're very random and that you don't really have structure to your choices, and they don't like it. They literally don't like it. They're having an issue with it. You're going to do what you need to do. The energy I'm feeling from Sagittarius is kind of like, well, I don't know. I want that. And I feel like the more somebody tells you you shouldn't have it, and they're trying to keep you where you are. They're like, just stay where you are, Sag. Just stay where you are. It's better if you just stay where you are. And I'm like, well, I don't know about that. You have to think about it for a minute, but this is hard. Because the more somebody tells you you shouldn't have it, it's more like, well, let me look at it a little closer. Let me get a little more information. Let me be sure I don't want it. And I feel like you're starting to research it a little bit. Kind of like, well, maybe it's not for me, but let me look a little deeper. I feel like it's, like, I don't see you, I don't see you going into the library and pulling out all these books. I don't see that, so that's not the type of research I'm seeing. I feel like I'm kind of like just touching base with other people. What's going on over there? I'm just kind of talking about it with people, and I'm letting people know, oh, I kind of want it, but so-and-so doesn't think I should have it. Whoever that may be it a partner, be it somebody at work, be it a boss, be it a family member. I feel like that's more the research I'm feeling, because I was like, it's felt a little weird, and I'm getting, the research isn't like, digging through piles and piles of documents. It doesn't feel like that to me. It feels more like, talking with this one, talking with that, maybe going over to this situation and seeing how it's actually worked out with my own eyes. Which just makes you want it more. I'm trying to hold back is what I feel like your energy is trying to hold back, and you're trying to convince yourself, maybe they're right. Maybe I don't want this. So let me find things here. Let me look at this. Let me talk with other people and find reasons why I don't want it. Then it won't matter. But the opposite's happening. The more you talk about it, the more you experience of it, the more you look at it for yourself, And just some of you may literally, if this is a job, for example, you're going over and you're just watching other people do it, and you're like, yeah, that's for me. That's for me. I know that's for me. I want that. It's a long-term choice. Whatever you're choosing is going to last for a while. It's a long-term choice. That's the Two of Pentacles, the way I read it anyway. It's kind of like, I'm going to choose this road or that road, and I'm going to be on it for a while. Like, it's kind of like, am I going to go north or am I going to go west? Whichever way I choose, it's going to take me, like, they're going to be vastly different experience. If I go west, the weather's going to be pretty much the same I'm used to. If I go north, it's going to get a lot colder. Well, I'm in the northern hemisphere, so for me it'll get colder. If you're in the southern hemisphere, obviously it would get warmer. But you know what I'm saying. I feel like this is part of it too. The person who's telling you this isn't for you, I feel like their energy is more like, Sagittarius, do you really want to commit all that time to that? And will you stick with it? I don't. It feels. I don't know. It feels. I don't like how it feels. I don't like how it feels. Because they're questioning if you can do it, or if you'll keep interest in it. Something like that. I don't like it. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel good. I feel like this is for you. But I also feel like the way this is playing out, it is setting you up for success. Because you're looking at it, you're seeing the timeline, how long you're going to have to do this, how long you're going to have to do that, what it's going to take to get you where you want to be. And I feel like it's just making you want it more. And you're choosing what you want. Divine guidance is also here. I don't know if I showed it. This information is not coming to you haphazardly. It's coming to you because it's for you to choose. It's for you to do. This is for you. This is for you. But I feel like it does. I don't know. I don't know about how it's coming off. This energy should. I don't think it's bad that they're challenging you. Now the way they're doing it, I don't know, because I'm feeling a lot of uncomfortable energy, uncomfortable like information, how it's coming through. They should like kind of get you to think about it a little deeper, but I feel like for a lot of you, the way this person is kind of like challenging you, it doesn't feel very empowering. Well, yeah, it's good to ask you the tough questions. The way the questions are coming across, I don't know if they're coming across right. So I don't know if it's coming across right in this reading. It's kind of making me nervous. Basically, you looking deeper in the situation has some very good effects. But whatever somebody's saying to you, for a lot of you, I feel like whatever's being said to you, I'm not a fan of it. I just feel like somebody's like, kind of like, oh, come on, Sag, you wouldn't stick with it anyway, or something weird like that, or just, you really think you could make it through that? Come on, Sag. And I feel like somebody's saying it like that, which is not fair and not correct. So I don't want to like promote that energy. Them asking you, well, maybe you should look into it and be sure you want to do that, something like that. Maybe a little bit more supportive, and like, if you really want to do it, just like, please get a little bit deeper into it and make sure you want that. I can understand that. Maybe if they have some tone like that, that would be more, that would make more sense, more in the positive turn, like, hey, Sag, I'll support you, just make sure you really want to do it. I can understand that energy. But it feels more kind of like, listen, just don't even bother. I feel like that's how it's coming across, which is not working for you. So, I don't know. You take it with a grain of salt. Like I love to say, I should have a shirt. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm sure other people have already made that shirt. And I realized when I finally move forward, you're going to have to make a decision that's going to upset the apple cart. It's going to upset the apple cart. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself while you're researching it. Five of Pentacles, but the Tower card comes in too. And I feel like you are going to make it work out. Because you got success here and you're letting go of other people's expectations. Although that may be part... All right, just to be fair, I mean, a lot of us, we have to learn to do what we want rather than what somebody else think we should do. We have to do what we want versus what someone else thinks we should do. We got to live our life by our rules, not other people's rules. I'm not a Sagittarius, but a lot of signs like us are like that. I'm also a mutable sign. I'm Pisces. But still, sometimes we have to make our own mind up and move forward with what we want, and that's sometimes what the whole purpose of this moment is. Take it with a grain of salt, like I've said this whole reading. Because you got success here with letting go. You got to let go of what other people think. You got to let go of other people's expectations, and you got to go forward with what you want. This is about what you want. I do get that you'll make good on whatever this is, especially when a Sagittarius is really determined. It does seem to me that you guys succeed. I'm not like an expert in Sagittarian, like it's a language or something. I feel like if you're really driven though, like you guys keep moving forward, and when you're like, you have a lot of different paths to the goal. Like if you're going west and you're like, I'm getting to California, I'm going to be in Northern California. Sometimes I got to go a little north, sometimes I got to go a little south, but I'm going to keep going over that way. If I have to backtrack, it's not very far. I'm going to make up for it on the next day, so it's fine. You know how you're doing it. You know what you have to do. It seems like Sagittarius would be the energy kind of like, you do it in your timeline when you have to do it the way you need to do it. I do see you making good on this. Success with the Six of Wands, letting go of other people's expectations. It feels like I'm very dependent on myself and I'm going for what I want. I feel like you're committing to this in a way that you're like, no, I'm doing this and I've decided I'm doing this. Once you've committed to it, I feel like you're fine. Especially with this good cheer here. You might get more support afterwards. Like once you make the decision and you start moving forward, you might get more support afterwards. Maybe it'll be a different person or a different way. Like the person that was poo-pooing you, I'm not saying they're the ones who are going to be your biggest cheerleader, but there might be somebody else who falls in line like, oh wow, Sag, you're going to do that? That is awesome. Like that type of thing. Like somebody else around you that probably isn't that negative anyway, but doesn't know until you make this choice that you're going that direction, and they're like, really, you're going to do that? That's awesome. How cool. Like you're going to have other people supporting. I feel like you have other support around you. That's interesting to me. I don't know. The energy that's kind of like, no. I don't want to like set up the expectation like they're going to change how they feel. I don't know about that. But once you move forward, I do feel like you do get support from other situations and other people kind of like, wow, really? Really? You're going to do that? Wow. That's awesome. I know you can do it. Like, I feel like there's people around you, the right people will, yeah, let's do it. You got this. You definitely got this. I don't know. What else am I looking for? I think we're there. All right. So it's good. I'm going to let it be there. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.